Man, how y'all doing, everybody, man? How y'all doing? How y'all doing today, man? I hope everybody doing good. I hope everybody's doing good, doing lovely, man. Um, yeah, first off, I just want to say, my condolences, maybe my condolences to T Streets. Now, I'm gonna speak on a few things, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't born raised stupid. The things that I know in life, I'm sorry. The things that I know in life, the things that I've been through in life, the things that I've seen people go through in life. I'm very educated. I'm very educated. I just want to tell y'all first with this. So far as T Streets, do I believe T Streets set up Zacktv? My answer is no. I don't believe T Streets had anything to do with Zach's murder. I mean, when I first heard about it, I witnessed with my own eyes. I witnessed T Streets, man, inside of a federal place. And y'all know what I mean by a federal place. He was saying a lot of things, talking about a lot of things. Names was mentioned, police voices behind his voice, which was describing names. That is what put T Streets at risk. Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? Like, you know what you get called labeled as a snitch. He was just trying to clear his name, but he didn't realize he was showing his location and he was showing his personal area where he was. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you're gonna try to clear your name, why did you have to put live stream behind it? You know what I mean? Just to prove to people that you had nothing to do with it. The police would have cleared your name and you wouldn't have had nothing to do with what happened, man. And that's just being real. So with that being said, I just felt like T Streets put itself in a situation where people was in fear of him snitching. People was in fear of him saying something he wasn't supposed to say. And that's how that thing went down. Now, but before I get off T Streets, I just want to say, um, I'm sorry for what happened to you. I'm sorry for those things that you had to go through. Um, you was a very talented person. I have no doubt in my mind you had nothing to do with um Zach TV's death. A lot of people want to say what they want to say because they want the social media attention. They want different things to be said and spoke on when they don't even have no idea what they asking for. They don't know what they want to hear. They just want to keep hearing a whole bunch of conversations about Zacktv and T Street. So everybody say this and that, and it makes no sense at the end of the day. But basically, at the end of the day, is don't put yourself in a certain position where you causing your life to be at risk. Because guess what? Somebody's looking, somebody's watching. It don't matter who it is. Somebody's always gonna be the door peek to who's at the door, and they're gonna always see you, even if you don't see them. So it's like when you want to clear your name, do it the proper way. Don't do it where you already know you got the ops, as you would call it, against you. You got people who you got beef with. You even got people who you done wrong that's seeing you do whatever you do, and people is quick to jump on that kind of stuff, man. You gotta watch what you do, man. It don't matter who you think you are in life. You still have to have precaution to what you do in life. So um, that's just an eye opener to people who feel like social media is just the center of attention to get your point across, and it's not. You know, I just feel real bad that he lost his life the way that he did because he was trying to clear his name, and just because he put Zacktv tattoo on his back still don't mean that he has something to do with his murder. Maybe it meant to him that he was a person who really thanked Zacktv for what he did. You know what I'm saying? Zacktv, you can see him in a lot of different numerous videos with T Streets. They working out, they're doing things, they act like best friends to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like one of those things where you got a friend and you say, let's go out this day or let's go out that day. I ain't never look at it like T Streets was trying to set him up. I didn't even see the reason for T Streets to even try to set him up, because Zacktv was trying to put him on the whole time. He even won a freestyle battle, you know, where Zacktv probably stretched it out and said, I'm going to let my bro win. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, y'all can't be so judgmental on what happened if you don't know the true facts. You can just see certain things on the videos. The videos have so much evidence in them, so much that's why people get killed over evidence. You know what I mean? Like, it's certain things that the police don't got, and you could just say something that can break the whole story wide open. You know what I mean? So I just feel like Zacktv died for, first of all, being in that kind of situation, putting himself on Facebook or on live at that, where you got cops asking you people's names. Excuse me. But I want to say my condolences to T Streets. You know what I mean? Rest easy. You know what I mean? And I know that you was a good person, and you had talent. You had a lot of talent. You know what I mean? You was on your way, man. You was definitely on your way. So my condolences to you and to your family. Amen. Now, Zacktv, we want to talk about this Zacktv situation. First of all, man, Zach was my boy, man. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Zach was my homie. Just because of the things that he was doing so far as like trying to help people, trying to open doors for people, even if he didn't have the rhythm to get those people through the door, he was still trying to slingshot his best way, you feel me, to get those people who he was trying to help interview get to the light, you know what I mean, to see different things, you know what I mean. And anyway, I had some, you know what I mean. Anyway, but yeah, like I just appreciated a lot of things he was doing, even for the community, you know what I mean? Even in my other videos, I'm talking about how he helped the kid, you know, who was on Hennessy and stuff like that. People was bad naming the kid, and what Zacktv do? He tried to lift, he put him under his arm, he tried to help the little boy, he gave him wisdom, he told him, you know, what route he should be going instead of the bad routes. You know what I'm saying? And different things like that. But my whole point is Zacktv seen when he was killed, shot down. Now, a lot of you people might not agree with me, but I know a lot of you will. Now, we're going to say this. What you doing?
What are you doing? Talking about Kanika Jenkins again? Retard, y'all awesome stalkers.
Be quiet. I'm doing a video.
You be quiet. I don't gotta be quiet.
I'm doing a video. Anyway, when you talk about Zacktv and how Zacktv was killed, you gotta think about it. He had just got a phone call about not to talk to Kanika Jenkins, not to talk about the case, not to bring up the case, not to say nothing about the case. Now, ain't it ironic that after the fact that he was about to speak up on the case, he was murdered? Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, he was killed in the street," and "Oh, he was killed by a certain beef and all this other mess." But to me, it was a little bit different. How a person get killed over rap beef or any kind of thing when he put them on. He put them on. He was giving them interviews. You see what I'm saying? He didn't have to give nobody interviews. But my whole point of saying that is, if anything, I think he was killed behind, yes, Kanika Jenkins' case. He was killed because he knew a lot. He investigated into some things. He had videos that people was threatening him not to show people. I mean, it's all proof in the pudding. And then the woman who called, they say it was Teresa. It wasn't Teresa's mom. It wasn't Kanika Jenkins' mom. I know how Kanika Jenkins' moms talk, and I was looking for words to see if they would sound like how she would say them. It wasn't her. They didn't hit base. So at the end of the day, this murder was a murder because a person knew too much, if you get my drift. This had nothing to do with Chicago streets or none of that. It's so many people in Chicago wondering why Zacktv was killed more than the news. The news know about the mafia. The news know about if you talk too much, so far as if the mafia knows you're a dead man, you're a dead woman. It don't matter who you think you is. It don't matter how much clout you think you got. Messing with the mafia is a no-no. And once you start speaking on stuff that you don't know, the mafia there, trust me. So I believe 110% that woman that was calling was letting him know, listen, you know too much. And if you keep on going with what you know, you're going to end up dead. Come on now. I'm just saying, listen, the man was at a concert, all right? The man was at a concert. And for instance, they wait until he gets out of the concert. They let him in his car. The kind of hoods I'm from, let me tell y'all something. The kind of hoods I'm from, if I'm in the club and my enemy in the club, you know where the shootout gonna start at? In the parking lot. It ain't gonna start down the street. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, he's Zacktv, but Zacktv not that popular. He wasn't that popular where people couldn't get to him, right? So it's like he still lived ghetto in a way, but he trying to see success. So at the end of the day, my whole thing is this. Somebody that knew where Zacktv was going that whole day said, okay, we're going to get him on this street. You see, they said, forget the club. We're going to execute him coming down this street. So then when his death is done, it's going to look like it was a rival thing. That's why when you seen everybody come out of that car, it looked as if this was some street beef. It ain't no real street beef. It's some paid for stuff, just like it was Kanika Jenkins. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of those gang members in that hotel had a lot to do with Kanika Jenkins' murder case. And put it this way, if Zacktv really has something to do with Kanika Jenkins' murder case, then why was he interviewing Irene? Why was he trying to interview? Why was he even getting threatened that if he showed a certain video, you know, he gonna get killed? Mind your own business. That was a man who was trying to show people, listen, I'm going to take care of the Chicago issue. I'm going to make sure that I don't let this slip. That's why Zacktv died, because he knew too much. Just like Tupac Shakur. Remember when Tupac Shakur knew too much? How many people was trying to kill him? People thought it was the hood, but it was really the government and them. They were scared because Tupac knew a lot. His mom was a Black Panther. She knew a lot of stuff. So at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying. Don't be feeding into that bull crap that y'all hear every day. Don't be feeding into I heard it. I heard somebody say this and I heard somebody say that. Listen, you gotta study this stuff for yourself. People ask me for my advice every day because they already know I don't just talk on things and speak on things. I actually looked at this stuff. I actually witnessed this stuff so far as like seeing how people can lie behind fake truth and stuff. So at the end of the day, I want to just say, rest in peace, Zach. I have love for anybody who goes into the community and try to show love so far as towards kids and show life towards like people my age who trying to, live a different life and all of that. But one thing I don't condone, you know what I'm saying, is somebody killing somebody so positive, man. I forget the other dude name, he I guess he worshiped like Satan or something like that. He had some kind of Satan name and he was a rapper. He just got killed. Y'all know about it. And my whole thing is rest in peace to him too. You know what I mean? People don't deserve to die the way that they leaving, and it's a shame when you see somebody doing something positive, you dare to take them down. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely don't believe Zach was murdered in a beefy way. He was definitely murdered in a contract way. So y'all just stay positive and y'all just keep yourselves to yourselves and stop trying to be the next come up. If you ain't really trying to go get it, stop acting like you are. Just do it. You know what I mean? If my life go a certain way, it's because it's supposed to. And you know what I mean? If your life go a certain way, it's because it's supposed to. You're supposed to build off what you go through to be a better man or a better woman. So y'all just stay positive, man, and y'all just stay encouraged. Stay away from friends, man. Friends ain't everything. Sometimes you need to be your own friend. Stop worrying about who gonna be 100 to you. Just be 100 to yourself. Just realize that you don't need nobody sometimes, because everybody that you meet not good for you anyway. So man, this is a short stream, man. I done stayed off live because I've been getting sick off the news and sick off so much stuff. So I just ask that y'all just stay blessed, man. Stay positive, man. And I'm out of here. Peace.